Hey y'all, welcome back. Today we're checking out Danny Dyer Looks Back at his iconic roles, Football Factory, Rivals, The Business, and more.
I'm not going to lie, there was a lot of drugs taken on that job. It was the 90s. Girls, I know you're sitting behind that curtain as well, and I know you fucking agree with it. You want a man to be a man, but it's very difficult in today's age. You want us to change a plug socket, but then cry at Marley and me. So I realised when I was in the theatre world, okay, these ain't my sort of people, but I had Pinter by my side. And he just gave me the greatest bit of advice I've ever had, which is just be yourself, because everyone else is taken.
Oh, that's good advice.
I'm Danny Dyer.
Some tears from Danny Dyer. That was touching. Be yourself, because everybody else is already taken. I like that. That's good advice.
I'm Danny Dyer, and you're going to be looking through my most iconic British roles, you lucky
All right, sweetheart. You all right, girl, yeah? You all right? What do you want to drink? One few tequilas. Cut a little cheeky tequilas, yeah? Should we get on it? Little
Tequilas.
Get on the tequila.
Tequilas.
Get these two birds up here, cut the tequilas. I'm going to smash the fucking granny out of that, I swear.
Obviously a different era. That was all improv. That's how I would have tried to...
Wow.
Did it work?
Yeah, it did. I was handsome. But the masculinity thing now is quite interesting in the sense of if you're too masculine, it's toxic and women don't like it. But then if you're not masculine, then they friend zone you. So if you go up with flowers, which is how you probably should do, and actually look in their eyes and in touch with your sensitive side, they'll fuck you off. Let's have it right. Girls, I know you're sitting behind that curtain as well, and I know you fucking agree with it. You want a man to be a man, but it's very difficult in today's age. You want us to be able to build you a cupboard, you know, be good at gardening, change a plug socket, right, but then cry at Marley and me, right? And also throw you around the bedroom like a fucking caveman, because then we're getting into realms of, oh, it's give me the ick, you know. But that's the fucking truth. And you may sit there going, oh, but it's the fucking truth. So those were the days where, you know, two geezers, I mean, that's how long ago it was, you smoking in a fucking club.
The definition of proper masculinity is muddled. We don't know what to do. We don't know what you want. We're just doing our thing. You want us to do the manly stuff, but you also want us to be sensitive.
Now, Nick Love is an amazing writer and somebody I love dearly. Some of the dialogue he's gave me is a real gift. You know, we're talking to two girls at the bar, so I suppose that was my dialogue back in the day. Very proud of this film. I mean, it is a throwback. It was an era. You know, I think the thing about Nick Love films is we don't sneer at the culture. It's important. We highlight it. We show people, you know, men, tribalism, trying to belong to something. It is ridiculous. Geezers run around nutting each other, you know, because they support different football teams, but it's a thing. And we should never sneer at it. We should, you know, I'm not saying embrace it, but you accept it for what it is. And it is men, lost souls.
Wait, I'm going to go and sit down. I don't want
Men, Lost Souls. Football Factory. Ah. I've not seen it. I've not heard of it. So let's look it up. Football. 2004? Danny Dyer storyline. The Football Factory is more than just a study of the English obsession with football and with football violence. It's about men looking for armies to join, wars to fight, and places to belong. See, y'all? We need places too. A forgotten culture of Anglo-Saxon males fed up with being told they're not good enough and using their fists as a drug they describe as being more potent than sex and drugs put together. Shot in documentary style with the energy and vibrancy of Handheld, The Football Factory is frighteningly real, yet full of painful humor as the four characters' extreme thoughts and actions unfold before us. Yeah.
I'm not saying embrace it, but you accept it for what it is. And it is men, lost souls.
Wait, I'm going to go and have a sit down. I don't want to rock it. But one of these like have a go, eh?
You're right, Bill, you're the man. You're hard. Get in there.
Yeah, as it happens, yeah. No, good, yeah.
Fiesta Resistance, number 23.
I can't. Right, stop, I'm in a bad way, mate.
Mean Machine was at the film, it was 2000 we shot that again, 25 years ago. I was sort of up and coming, I was being acknowledged by directors, but I wasn't really part of the old Guy Ritchie clique. If it was Jason Fleming and Vaz Blackwood and Vinny and Statham, they was all sort of mates, and I was sort of on the outside there. I'd made Human Traffic, which obviously was a success, but not as big as Lock, Stock. So I wasn't really part of their firm. It was a nice little part for me. I enjoyed it, and it did really well, actually. And it was interesting to see Statham, who wasn't the Statham as we know today. But I love Statham. I think he's representing the Brits over in America. I think he's smashing it, to be fair, so good luck to him.
Wait. Mean something? Mean Machine. I haven't heard of that, y'all. I haven't seen it. 2001? Mean Machine. Barry Skolnick. Storyline. Disgraced ex-England captain is thrown in jail for assaulting 2 police officers. Whilst in jail, he doesn't receive any favors because of his celebrity status in the outside world. He is outnumbered, and many prisoners constantly barrage him with insults for letting down his country in a crucial World Cup game. That's funny. He keeps his head down and has the opportunity to forget everything and change the lives of the prisoners. These prisoners have the chance to put one over the evil guards. The prisoners are led by Danny, and the whole of the prison guards aside are behind them. Game on. That's a good idea for a film. That's funny. Human traffic.
The classic.
Hold on a minute.
Look how young I am. The fucking head of hair.
Hey, how's it going, you big cockney space case?
Shatty.
Love John Sim.
Listen, did you manage to ship that ticket
Shatty.
for tonight's spiritual gathering?
No, mate, no, not at all, no.
Nice one!
Well, who needs one? Who?
Lulu.
Oh, sweet as, mate.
Cool.
For fuck's sake.
I'll catch you later, mate. Don't go changing,
The
try
old
and please me,
phone on the
alright?
Yeah,
landline.
nice one, bruv, yeah.
Oh, nice one, brother.
Nice one, brother.
Nice one, brother.
I said,
Nice
bruv.
one.
Nice one, brother.
I said, nice, bruv.
Fucking nice one, brother.
Nice one, bruv. Brother.
Fuck off.
It just brings back such memories for me, man. It's a mad job that was. It was my first film. It was so brave. It had come on the back of Trainspotting, which was obviously about heroin and more of a niche drug. Whereas this was actually celebrating the rave culture and the idea of, in shit jobs, and they work their bollocks off all week, no responsibilities, no kids, still living with their parents, most of them. And then that bit of money they get at the end of the week, they go out and get off their fucking nut. And then they go back to work and you roll the credits. And it's a very brave thing to do because it is about hedonism. One of the first questions I got asked when I walked into the audition room was, do you take drugs? And of course, it's a fucking no-no. So there's a lot of big actors that came in and went, oh no. And then Justin Kerrigan went, lovely to meet you, there's no point auditioning. So I was obviously a very honest man. I've always been quite an open book. And I said, yeah, of course I do. I said, I can't do the Welsh accent because I was originally meant to be Welsh. Justin Kerrigan being a Welsh man set in Cardiff. I said, I can't do it. I said, please let me do me. I can fucking give you this character. I don't think he needs to be Welsh. And this, interestingly, this scene, in Welsh, it's nice one, brah. But I said, can I change it to bruv? Nice one, bruv. And he went, oh, I love that. So he let us improvise a lot. I'm not going to lie, there was a lot of drugs taken on that job. You know, it was the 90s. You know, there was a lot of love in the air and the rave culture really was a good time. So I think it captures a thing, the end of the 90s. Very, very proud to be part of such a brave project. It took 2 years to come out, and the reason it took 2 years to come out was no distribution company wanted anything to do with it because nobody dies. It's almost like they go, well, listen, we love it, but we need a moral ending. We need to go, well, drugs are really bad for you. And this is what happens. Like, they wanted someone to jump off a roof because they're on drugs. And you go, well, look, listen, we're not saying that drugs are good. This is a slice of culture, of life. And they generally get off their head and then they fucking have a come down and sort of regret it a bit and then go back to work and the cycle starts again.
That's a great idea for a film. Just a weekend in these lives. They get off work, they have the weekend, then they go back to work. That's a good... I mean, anything can happen, and it's a great way to set up a cacophony of misfortune. You know? Human traffic. Human traffic. That's it. 99. That was his first film. The Cardiff club scene in the 90s. 5 best friends deal with their relationships and personal demons during a weekend. Jip calls himself a sexual paranoid, afraid he's impotent. Lulu, Jip's mate, doesn't find much to fancy in men. Nina hates her job at a fast food joint, and her man, Coop, who dreams of being a great hip-hop DJ, is prone to fits of unprovoked jealousy. The 5th is Moth, whose family is down on his behavior. Starting Friday afternoon, perfect, with preparations for clubbing, we follow the 5 from ecstasy-induced fun through a booze-laden come-down early Saturday morning, followed by the weekend's aftermath. It's breakthrough time for at least 3 of them. Oh, interesting. I would like to see that. Great premise. I might copy it.
Good fat was she?
The business.
Better than I thought. But seeing as she hadn't come in a couple of years, what else did I expect?
You're a fucking...
What, Sam? What are you going to do?
We're gonna
You're
do.
going to shoot me on the spot?
What are you gonna do?
Blow your chances here?
What are you gonna do?
You're a mug.
Well, The Business was a film that came on the back of Football Factory, so Nick Love trusted me. I mean, he was the first man to go, you're a leading man.
Oh, wow. He is. He has confidence. There's a confidence in there. What else has Nick Love done? He wrote that Football Factory. Monsters, The Sweeney, Bulletproof, American Hero, The Squad, The Sweeney, The Firm. What? The Firm? No. Oh, 2009, The Firm. The Outlaw, The Business, The Football Factory, Goodbye Charlie, Bright, Love Story, The Escort. I don't think I've seen any of those.
I never had that. I was in Goodbye Charlie Bright. I had a smaller part, and Paul Nichols played the lead role in that, and Roland Manukian, who went on to do Football Factory with me. I was hungry, I was ambitious, I could fucking do that. Why are they doing it? You know, and I loved them, and I was proud of them. I was like, I want a bit of that. So it was a test. It's like, okay, can he do Football Factory? Can he be in every scene? Can he narrate it? So The Business was my Goodfellas. You know, a young kid who comes into this gangster world, and then he grows through the ranks and becomes quite powerful. So it was a beautiful role for me. You know, I proved I could be a leading man, I suppose. And listen, Jeff Bell, a great villain. He's got a face like a fucking shark, this geezer, anyway. How can you make a man with a gin?
Wait, what's his name? Jeff Bell. He's got a face like an effing shark. Jeff Bell. Oh, Geoff Bell. He's got a face like an effing shark. Oh, kinda, yeah. I could see the shark in there. Cool, got it.
A great villain. He's got a face like a fucking shark, this geezer, anyway. How can you make a man with a ginger-type perm dangerous? And he fucking did it. You know, I've got a pair of hairy tits now and a belly, so I just like to sort of sometimes remind myself that I did have, you know, a body like a swimmer.
He's got a pair of hairy tits and a belly now. Wow. Rivals. Is that Olivia Colman?
We've worked so hard we can enjoy it now. I mean, who'd have thought it? You and me entertaining a lord and a lady, eh?
James is cross with me for having a ladder in my tights.
That's not Olivia Colman.
You know.
I love a ladder.
That's him?
Stairway to Heaven and all that.
Oh.
Incredible cast. I think I got to a stage where I'd made a lot of shit films, and obviously I was in a soap, so people sneer at that. So really it's the broadsheets that sort of, you know, that see me as a bit of a joke, bit of a parody of myself. Certainly never saw me as an actor. And I'll tell you how to define a good actor, someone that fucking works a lot, and I've never stopped working. So,
that's right.
You know, I always knew I could act. It's just getting opportunities to show something different. They fall in love with the character, not so much the actor. So, yeah, I think I've become wank material for sort of middle, upper class women all of a sudden. So, you know, fucking bring it on.
Yeah.
You know, fucking, I need to sort my railings out. I smoke, you know, I swear. All of a sudden that's attractive, is it? So, it won't last, but I'm riding the wave of them gushing. Sorry, Ams, I couldn't help it. And it's my PR over there, and here we go.
Fighting at football.
He's wonderful. What was the name of that? Rivals? What's the up to? Rivals. Into the cutthroat world of Corinium television comes Declan O'Hara, a megastar of great glamour and integrity with a radiant, feckless wife, a son, and 2 teenage daughters. Living rather too closely across the valley is Rupert Campbell Black, divorced and dissolute as ever. And now the Tory Minister for Sport. Declan needs only a few days at Corinium to realize that the managing director, Lord Battingham, is a crook who has recruited him merely to help retain the franchise for Corinium. Battingham has also enticed Cameron Cook, a gorgeous but domineering executive, to produce Declan's program. Declan and Cameron detest each other, provoking a storm of controversy into which Rupert plunges with his usual abandon. Little more convoluted storyline compared to the others.
Sorry, Ams, I couldn't help it. And that's my PR over there, and here we go.
Fighting at football.
Marching powder.
Possession of cocaine.
This just came out.
At your age.
Don't you feel the slightest bit embarrassed?
Dreadfully embarrassed, mate.
Your freedom rests in your ability to pull yourself together over the next 6 weeks.
Dano, lager. Jackie boy? I'll just have a pear juice.
I've turned my son into a lunatic. My mates think I'm a bore. Absolute shit cunt. And my father-in-law's gonna fucking kill me. What am I gonna do while you're out?
What you normally do, wank and play FIFA.
I know I can become a productive member of society. I'm gonna make her proud.
Hi.
So basically what we're doing with Marching Powder is we're having a nod to the old films, of course we are. This is about addiction, really, and about the ridiculousness of masculinity, how difficult it can be, and about how your actions as a father, a patriarch, really have an effect on your children. So my real son is in it. That's Artie, my son, who's not an actor, never wants to be an actor, never will be an actor. Just thought he'd come and work with his dad for 7 days, and I think we created something really special, me and him. I really hope people get this film and go to the fucking cinema, working class people. We need you. Got to back each other, because the elite are having it their own way.
How much fake gear have you snorted?
Well, the fake gear is vitamin D. You'll never get ill, but you can't fucking breathe. So at the first it was all fun and everything, and I'm just doing little cuffs. But there's one scene where I've got and it had to be a fucking big hedge. And it hurt me a lot. And Nick did promise me we'd only do it a couple of times, because your brain gets confused as well, because it thinks you're actually sniffing cocaine. Not that I've ever sniffed it. But I'm just saying, at the end of the day's shoot, there was a lot of ooter blowing. I'm sure they put a couple of my tissues on eBay. I would like to think everything I've learnt as an actor I've put into this film, because I think I'm a better actor now. Wish I had the head of hair of the business, and I'd be fucking flying, and Hollywood would accept me. So I realised when I was in the film...
Danny, I accept you, and I am in Hollywood. I just ain't got no money.
Okay, these ain't my sort of people, but I had Pinter by my side. For me, I came into a theatre world where classism was very apparent, and I didn't understand what classism was. I think for me, meeting Pinter, because I didn't know who he was, I didn't study Pinter. I think it's a drama school thing. I never did it. I came through a different route. So, when I had to audition for Pinter, I didn't give a shit. I wasn't scared. I read it. I read the fucking play and went, I've never fucking read nothing like this. It's the art of conversation. And no one wrote like Pinter. No one writes like Pinter. It's very brave writing. There's always it's very conversational, but it's...
Pinter. I've heard the name. We can't place the work. Pinter. Oh, not Pinterest. Pinter. Harold Pinter. Oh, he's written a lot of plays. Oh my gosh. I think I've only seen one for the road.
There's also a little element of dread running through it, you know what I mean? It's weird doing Pinter plays in the sense of every night's different. Some nights they're rolling around in the aisles, they're fucking laughing their bollocks off. The next show, they're fucking silent. It's the same play, we're delivering the lines the same way. And audience pick up on the dread, or they pick up on how fucking funny it is. But Pinter's celebrated by these fucking people. They want to suck on his arse, believe you fucking me. And he knew.
They want to suck on his... Wow, he just throws out these things that, like it's nothing. It's hilarious.
Pinter's celebrated by these fucking people. They want to suck on his arse, believe you fucking me. And he knew it. And he just gave me the greatest bit of advice I've ever had, which is just be yourself, because everyone else is taken.
Yeah, that's great.
And that chokes him up saying that for some reason. I don't know why. But yeah, father figure to me, and he meant a lot to me, and I fucking, I appreciate every day I spent with him. He introduced me to that world, and backed me, and I'm forever grateful for that. He's a screensaver on me blower. I feel like he's some sort of higher power that drags me through fucking life. So rest in peace, son.
Wow, that was touching. Y'all be sure to go to Joe and like and subscribe. And be sure to check out Marching Powder. I really like Danny Dyer. I need to see some of his films. I've never seen him in a film, I don't think. Let me just check his IMDb. I think I checked it last time. The last video I checked out of his, but Danny Dyer. Right. There he is. Oh, Danny Dyer. What a mate. Wow, he started working as an actor at age 14. I'm jealous. Became a father for the first time at age 19. Dang. He's a grandfather. Good for him. I like him. I love him. Danny, if you're watching, I know you're watching. Way to go. I think you're great. I'd like to meet you. I'd like to have a pint with you. And he'd say, what are you gonna do? 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 What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I can't do it. Anyway, this was great. I'd like to thank my patrons. I'd like to thank Danny Dyer. Keep up the great work, my friend. Or take a break. It's up to you. We love you, right? I'd like to thank my Buy Me a Coffee folks. Thank y'all for watching this with me. And I'll see you next time. Danny, call me. Later.